Teo Semko here. Just a quick note, I've been invited to speak at a Zoom symposium, Kundalini Symposium specifically, being broadcast from the Netherlands with a bunch of scholars and practitioners from a number of different, both traditional and new and syncretic traditions, talking about their personal experiences with Kundalini, talking about scholarly articles and scriptural references to Kundalini, and then also ways of working with Kundalini practically and working with Kundalini syndrome, differentiating between Kundalini and Kundalini syndrome, etc. I'll be giving two talks, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. The Saturday talk is on embodiment and emotion in Kundalini integration and the roles that they play in integrating Kundalini successfully and completely. And then secondarily, a talk on Sunday on Kundalini and complex PTSD, meaning when there are layers of post-traumatic stress disorder, layers of trauma resulting in additional symptomologies, and somebody goes through a Kundalini awakening, either in the process of the trauma or after the fact, or when the Kundalini itself has been the trauma for the person because it's beyond their context, they had no idea what was happening to them, didn't know what Kundalini was. Ways of addressing that. I am not a trauma therapist. I work with trauma therapists, however, who refer clients to me who have Kundalini, and I in turn refer people to trauma therapists when they have experienced severe trauma and need additional assistance. So I'll be talking about various forms of somatic therapies in particular that have worked very well for those who have experienced trauma, and also how to address the complications of having this additional surging energy moving through the body when there is trauma present and trauma responses. So both of those topics, the first of which is more about Kundalini and its successful integration. The second one is more about Kundalini syndrome and symptomologies. And there are a lot of other wonderful speakers, including a number of authors who are in the English language, some of the first people to publish on their particular topics some decades ago. So in any case, I'll put the link for registration and a coupon code as well that I've been given, which is simply in all caps, TAO, just those three letters, my first name. If you're interested in the topics, as you go and look at the link, please feel free to register. That said, I've also, in the last couple of days since restarting this channel, received a number of messages from people going through Kundalini syndrome for some period of time, meaning uncomfortable complications around Kundalini. And I wanted to point out that there are a number of free resources, both videos and essays that discuss specific things that can be done on a general level that can be very helpful when there is Kundalini syndrome, that are on the KundaliniAwakeningProcess.com website. Under the free articles and videos, at the bottom of that page in particular, there's a number of essays on Kundalini syndrome. There's also some videos in that page that can be quite useful to you. And on my own website, teosemko.com, TAOSEMKO.com, on the contact page, there's a link for scheduling short interviews where I can point out some modalities that may be useful to you, both things that I present, but also things that are presented by others, somatic therapists, etc., that can be useful based on your particular symptomology. So if that is of help to you, please go about things that way, because there's only so much that can be answered in YouTube comments. It really is useful to speak face-to-face on Zoom or over the phone. And I can give you a lot more insight that way and have a much better sense of what's going on with you, not only from you talking to me and telling me your symptoms, but also from what I can view, hear in your voice, and sense in your body as well, from having done this for so long. So, pardon me. In any case, thank you so much for listening. And if the Kundalini Symposium is of interest to you, it again is this weekend, starting tomorrow. Runs through the weekend. There's 7 days of free replays afterwards. And you can get tickets at the link that I'll place at the end of the video and in the notes underneath the video. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day.